Good afternoon, everyone. This is Vicki Christensen O'Shields for She's Gone Country with the CB Cowgirls. This afternoon we are in Fredericksburg, Texas for the 8th Annual Hill Country Film Festival, and we just viewed Floating Horses, The Life of Casey Tibbs. And a very special guest with me is Miss Gail Woerner, world-renowned rodeo historian, and had a huge part in the documentary.
Huger than I thought it was going to be. I made a few comments and Justin used them, but they were very appropriate. I believe in the story because Justin told so much in a short period of time. He really connected with Casey's life, and he's from that part of the country, and I think he understands the cowboys that were in that era and how they felt about everything. And he told so many different things, and there were so many people in there that he had interviewed that knew Casey and knew how he worked so hard for rodeo.
And Casey did. I mean, Casey was one of the very first cowboys that really put rodeo out there in the public in front of everyone. And of course, I was a small girl growing up on the ranch in Oregon when Casey used to stop by and help gather cattle. And I remember him, but I don't remember him as well, Gail, as you do. And you have so many wonderful stories about his great big heart.
Well, he had a great big heart, and he wanted to share with everybody how he felt about rodeo. He really embraced people and brought people to be interested in rodeo that otherwise wouldn't have had that interest. Casey had a very charismatic way about doing. The cowboys all thought he was a devil because he was always playing tricks on them, and he didn't like to be the brunt of a trick, but he liked to play tricks. And but as far as other people that may not have had an interest, he could lure them in, and he did. And not only that, but he always thought about how rodeo could be better, and like Justin said in the movie, he made the national finals happen. And that was so important in rodeo because there was no finality to rodeo up until that time except counting the money. And this way the cowboys had an opportunity to shine the top 15 in every event, and before that didn't happen.
Well, and the very first NFR was in Dallas, Texas in 1959, and of course today the National Finals Rodeo, or the WNFR as it is known, is in the City of Lights, Las Vegas, Nevada. So every cowboy in every event, top 15 in the world, that are lucky enough to win a spot to go to Vegas, they really should say thank you, Casey.
Yes, well, Casey had the outspoken way about him that he didn't hesitate to push what he felt that rodeo needed. And as a matter of fact, I do a lot of research in my work with rodeo, and he had a column in the sports news, and I know he probably had help with that, but his thoughts were in that column, and I thought that was so unique. I don't think anybody ever realized that he even had a column in the sports news back in those days.
That's amazing, and I did not realize that. And Gail, I just think a tip of the hat to Justin for the fantastic job he did.
He worked at it for 4 years, and he labored over it, and he got a lot of people interested in it. He got a lot of people to comment on it, and Justin's a master. Justin is a master at doing documentaries, and this is not the first one he's done. And I am sure he is going to get awards on this.
Well, I truly believe in my heart of hearts he certainly should. The audience enjoyed it today. It was a packed house, and we just feel so honored to be here at the Hill Country Film Festival in Fredericksburg, Texas. Gail, my good friend, I love you. Thank you so much on behalf of the CB Cowgirls and She's Gone Country. It's such a pleasure to visit with you.
It's always a pleasure to be with you girls. You do so much good.
Thank you, Gail. This is Vicki Christensen O'Shields from She's Gone Country with the CB Cowgirls.